Artists, it's Mrs. RT, the art teacher from the Angelo School. For this project today, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, something to color with, crayons, markers, whatever you have, and a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you could use an extra piece of paper, the side of your folder, or a notebook, anything that has a straight edge. And for today's project, we're going to be learning about perspective. We're going to use one-point perspective. Perspective is an art technique for creating an illusion of 3 dimensions, depth and space, on a 2-dimensional surface. So this is a 2D flat surface, our paper, and we're going to create the illusion. We're going to make it look like it's 3D and going back into space. So we're going to make a hallway or tunnel like this today, and then you get to decide around the edges of it. It could be an aquarium tunnel. It could be a school hallway where you have classrooms and lockers on the side. It could be a train tunnel, a car tunnel. That will be your choice to use your creativity to design what's around the top and the sides of your picture. And I'm going to show you how to do the base of this. So this is one-point perspective. So we start with a dot in the middle. This is a great project to start with pencil. I'm just going to use markers so that you can see it. But it would be best if you have a pencil or something light that you could erase or cover over if you need to make any changes. So we have our dot in the middle, and we're going to make a line with your straight edge, a ruler, notebook, whatever you have. We're going to make a line from that dot to the bottom corners on both sides. And we're going to start just with this bottom triangle of the floor. We're going to do these lines first, and then I'll show you how to do the lines in the other triangles. So now you can hold your ruler, and we're going to make a horizontal line going across that bottom triangle. And then bring the ruler down a little bit and make another one. And you want that going from the edge to edge of this line, not all the way to the edge of the paper. And the next step in how we hold the ruler is really important to make this floor of the hallway look like it's going back in space. So we're not going to make our lines straight up and down with the ruler. We're going to always start with our pencil on that dot, and then we will just turn the ruler with the pencil on the dot for these lines. So you can start with your pencil on the dot, and we're going to make 3 lines going down. We want to make sure again that even when we turn the ruler, we start with our pencil on that dot and go all the way down to the bottom of the paper. We don't have our ruler up and down vertically this way. We have it at an angle, always starting on that dot. If you need to see that again, you can scroll back in the video and watch that part again to make sure the floor lines for this hallway picture are correct. And then for the floor, you can choose whatever color you want for it. I colored it like a checkerboard, so every other section was colored in going this way and this way. So usually for that, I start with just like a little dot with a pencil or whatever color I'm going to use to make sure I can block out those spots that I'm going to color. So I would color in this one, keep this one blank, color in this one. And now I would skip this one, since I colored in the top here, and mark off this one, skip one, this one. And then you want every other going this way and this way. So since this one was white, I would make a dot on this one, skip one, and a dot here. And then you'll be able to color them in. I usually just make a little dot or mark with my pencil so that I can block out the colors. And if you have more sections or more lines on the bottom, that's fine. You can just keep going with your color every other so that it looks kind of like a checkerboard. And now for the top, we want 2 triangles for the sides. That would be, if it's a hallway, it would be the walls. And then 1 for the top. So we're going to start again with our pencil on the dot, put our ruler, and make a line up to the corner. And we're going to do that on both sides. So now we have 4 sections. We already blocked off the lines for the bottom, the floor. And now we're going to make our lines going up on the 2 sides. So this time we are going to go straight up and down with a vertical line. And we don't go all the way up to the top of the paper, we just go from this line that goes from the dot to the corner to this line. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then for our top section, I rounded it off on these ones for the top. So I went from this line and made a curved line and matched it up to the line right here. And then on the top of this line, you always want to match it to your hallway lines. And this one just goes right off the paper. And that is our perspective hallway. So it is a flat 2D paper. And we made the illusion, especially once we color it in, we make the illusion of it going back in space. So now you can take some time, decide what you want your perspective picture to be. This example is an aquarium tunnel that you could walk through. And that would be glass that you can see all the sea life in. It could be a school tunnel, train tunnel. That part you can use your creativity on. Start with a pencil, draw out your details, and then you can add color with whatever drawing materials you have at home. So I hope you had a good time learning a little bit about OnePoint Perspective, and stay creative as you finish your picture. See you next time.